Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Matt with Green Bar Trading. So I'm going to run you guys through a video that I made yesterday, but didn't record for some reason. So I hope that this is recording. Yesterday, I went over exactly what I look for in the morning. So this is my scanner. It is so simple. This is the only criteria that I use. This is scanning the entire market, taking out all the stocks that are trading under, 100,000 shares. This is pre-market. As pre-market goes, you know, the amount of stocks that pop up on here are, gonna be a lot more than they were an hour ago. But the key is I sort from mark percent change. And that is right here. I put it in my watch list to make it easy to access when I want to just, you know, click over here. It's linked up into my charts. This is the way that I have my trading platform set up. This is the way that I like it. I've been doing it like this for a long time. So this is a nice little setup. I got the 5 minutes charts down here, the 1 minute here, and then I always go into the daily chart. Make sure that this is on the daily chart here. It looks like back here in the summer I was doing some technicals on it. It was probably a gapper then. So I always like to look at the daily chart, where we're coming from. This stock, this is, second leading gapper. It has the most volume, but it just has a history of, doing these pop and then just, sinking. So, and let's see where sets daily use set. I always like to have the 200 moving average to see where there might be possible resistance. A lot of these momentum stocks, that's a place where, traders like to take profit, or if it's trading under it. The daily chart on here is just not very good. It's got a super high float. Let me see if I can. Move some of this around. The float is 143 million shares. That's very high. These stocks tend to just trickle along. I want to be trading something that is just ripping, where I can be in and out in a couple of minutes and taking my scalp along the way. This is like watching paint dry. Over 100 million shares float. So, sometimes you'll get some moves from these stocks. It is what it is. And I am only trying to get 10, 20 cents. So if I think that the possibility is there and the risk reward is worth it, I'll still trade something that has a higher float. And, it's not ideal. It's not going to give you those big winners that something with a smaller float will give. But sometimes they're a little bit better on the risk management. So you can see here, it's just, stacked on both sides, very sluggish. Now, as 8 a.m. approaches, which is what I was waiting for, because the top gappers are extremely boring today. And I am in no rush to trade anything unless it's a good looking setup, especially after yesterday's loss. So right here, I like to just, keep clicking scan here on this scanner, make sure I'm not missing anything that pops up, waiting for some of that 8 a.m. news. Sometimes that'll come out. 8:30 is another time. And then 9 o'clock. So this is what I do. basically every morning that I'm trading for momentum, I start at the top gapper, and finding this is easy. Like I said, you're just sorting the stocks and then just taking a look at the ones that are gapping up the most. And you want to make sure the volume's there, and you want to make sure that the float makes sense. So this one has a great headline, and it ripped up. I mean, a move from 17s to 34. So it basically doubled in the after hours because of this great, I think it was a phase 3. Anyway, the FDA approved one of its drugs. I think it was for something with the liver, but either way, this is something that is going to be a good catalyst for this company. Do I think it's going to be a catalyst that gets day traded? I'm not sure. 26 million share float, that's not high, that's not crazy high, but the price is high. So I mean, how many retail traders are going to be trading a stock that's $26 a share? I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they will. It is the top gapper, but it hasn't really done anything the entire pre-market. So that was the top, KXIN. This one jumped up right out of the gate from this news here. Intention order for 10,000 EVs. It's good for the company. I think it's about a $500 million order. Not bad. Chinese stock. It was a good order. But then again, like I said, it's like watching paint dry. The third one is a battery maker, I think. And they had news at 7 also. It's had some good moves, but I mean, you look at that daily chart and I can't really. I mean, I guess you can look at it this way, that it has a blue sky setup over 15s. So we'll mark that out. 1528. And this is all I do. This is what I do just so I'm prepared in the case that the price action starts to look good. So far, none of this is looking appealing to me, but I like to be prepared in the case that I do take a trade. I'll know where my levels are, where there might be possible resistance, where we have room up to, like BFRI yesterday. I mean, you can see here this trend line that I drew out yesterday, or was it 2 days ago? I think it was yesterday I drew this out, and I noticed a trend line that was going back from previous. Let me see if I could just get it on here, right here. So this is the trend line we drew. In the video I made yesterday, I was saying a lot of shorts might jump on that at this level because it's coming into that very clear resistance line. And that is exactly what happened. So it's good to know your technicals before you go into a trade. So then if we look at it during the trading day, that's where it hit right here on the open, and that's where it hit in the afternoon during that power hour trading. It went up about $1 a share, but right to that descending resistance trend line. So this trend line is going to be at 765-ish, and that's something to be aware of. There could be more resistance there. And then if it ever got, a lot of volume and it looked good, I mean, the float is very low, then we would look for that trend line to break and hold, and then you're talking about a little bit of a bigger move. But to be honest, I mean, this is multiple days now of making lower highs. I don't know if it's really going to be anything special. It's only gapping up 4%. That's how boring this morning is. But I'm even talking about something that's gapping up 4%. So if things don't look good, then maybe we don't trade, or maybe we just sit here and we wait for some good news to come out. So that's what I look for. I hope that this video is, helping you guys. If you have any questions at all, leave them in the comment section. I answer every single comment. Also, if you want, come join our Discord. It's linked in the description there. Also, a great place to get in touch with me and other traders. So that's up to you guys. And yeah, I'll see you back on the next video. Take care, guys.